Good evening, Professor and class. Um, for my final blog discussion, I interviewed with Miss Antoinette Thomas, and she is a licensed clinical professional counselor in both Maryland and Georgia, and she's also a licensed clinical alcohol and drug counselor in both Georgia and Maryland. Two questions that I decided to talk about in this particular discussion is number one was how do you define personal identity as a counselor compared to other mental health disciplines? And her response to that was just counselors being a counselor is a more distinct identity than other mental health disciplines because counselors often emphasize on personal development, wellness, and prevention. Their work typically centers on helping the clients navigate life challenges, improving coping strategies, and enhancing their overall functioning. They tend to adapt a more collaborative, self centered approach as opposed to other disciplines that may focus more on diagnosing and treating mental health, mental illnesses. Counselors often work with a wide range of clients, including those seeking support for everyday issues, relationship problems, and even life's transitions. Whereas psychiatrists may focus more on diagnosing and treating specific mental health disorders. When asked some of the most rewarding aspects of being a counselor, she stated that she finds great fulfillment in helping clients achieve personal growth, overcome challenges, and improve their emotional well-being. And just witnessing clients make positive change can be incredibly rewarding. She also mentioned personal growth. She said that, counseling leads to personal insight and growth for counselors themselves as they reflect on their experiences and learn from their clients. Then, for the most difficult aspect, she mentioned the emotional strain and toll that it sometimes takes on the counselor. And she said administrative work and then kind of dealing with stigma and misunderstandings. For course reflections, I think that this course has equipped me to offer a safe space for connection through faith. Because being a Christian, I've always known that there was a value in Christian counseling. However, I was not clear on how to incorporate faith when working with the client because I was always told that it's not appropriate to incorporate religion or push faith on a client. So I just kind of stayed away from that altogether. However, this course has taught me how to do so appropriately without crossing any ethical boundaries. I have a better understanding of how to combine biblical principles with theory when appropriate, and I now recognize the value of both faith and science and how they work together to help the client reach their goals. And that in itself has been very meaningful for me. Thank you.